Here's the latest on now Tropical Storm Nestor. This is down in the northern Gulf here. You can see a bunch of rain along the panhandle of Florida all the way over to New Orleans here, and it extends on down into Tampa as well. So again, we've been looking at the potential for this becoming a tropical storm, and that's where we are now. Here's a look at the latest coordinates: 60-mile-per-hour winds gusting to 70. It's got some giddy up to it. It's moving northeast at 22, so it won't take very long for this to come through as we go through the day tomorrow, and we should see it mainly in southeast Georgia. Here's the latest track. It does put it south and east of Macon, so if you're in our southern counties, you would be closer to the center of circulation if there is one that's well defined by the time it gets here. This would be during the day tomorrow, so we're talking about to the middle of the day into evening time, passing through central Georgia and then leaving the Carolina coastline as we go on into Sunday. All right, so here's a look at the latest RPM model. It shows as we get into overnight, early tomorrow morning, rain bands already starting to come on through. You can try to pick out some rotation here, and you can see as we go into 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, panhandle of Florida into southern Georgia. Again, outer rain bands for us, so occasional rain moving through as we go through the day. The bigger rain totals are going to be in our southeastern counties, so if you're anywhere from Dodge, Lawrence County to Telfair, Wheeler, places like that, you may see the lion's share of the rain as we go through the day on Saturday. And then by the time we get into 6, 7, 8 o'clock, might be kind of pulling away here now, heading on off into the Carolinas. So again, a pretty quick mover. So it's not going to be one of these that just lollygags and we have to wait for this thing to kind of come on through. So that's good news as far as too much rain at one time. You wouldn't want that. Here's a look at the next front, by the way, which will be as we go toward Tuesday of next week. So Sunday and Monday look to get quiet after we get this through tomorrow. Rainfall totals have fluctuated wildly. We've seen 8 inches, 3 inches, back to 5 to 6 inches, and now settling in on the lowest number we've seen yet, which would be 1/2 to 3/4 probably for most of central Georgia as we go through the whole day tomorrow. And again, the bigger totals as you get into our southeastern counties. How about wind gusts? Well, even later on tonight, as we get 10 to midnight, we could already start to see some winds gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then as we get into the late night, look for 20, 25, somewhere in there as an average. And we'll kind of keep that as we go into tomorrow morning. We get into the day tomorrow, you probably could see 25 to an occasional 30-mile-per-hour wind gust, but most of it is going to be tracking south and east here. And you can see the higher wind gusts are going to be as you get into coastal parts of Georgia from Valdosta on over to the southeastern parts of the state here. This is Saturday afternoon. Notice our wind gusts 15 to 20, maybe somewhere in there. And then as we get on into the evening, all of this pulls away toward the east, and that is it. So we're blocking away Saturday from morning to evening time for the potential of gusty winds and occasional rain that'll roll through. We'll have more updates on Tropical Storm Nestor right here as they come around.